Samson. Beautiful.
Getting started, you want to grab yourself 1 yard of outer fabric and 1 yard of lining, and the outer fabric can be pretty much any fabric you choose. You'll need one 18-inch zipper, 2 half-inch D-rings and clips, 4 yards of half-inch webbing or cord, either one works. And lastly, you need your pattern, and this pattern is available at properfitclothing.com. Super easy to use, just download it, print it, and you're ready to go. First off, you want to go ahead and trace and cut out your pattern, and you're only going to need lining for the main panel and the bottom panel. Grab your pocket panel and your zipper, place the right side of the panel to the right side of the zipper. You're going to want to line the panel up in the center of that zipper and pin it on. Once you have it pinned on, go ahead and sew down that edge. Now go ahead and fold that inside seam towards the bottom of that panel and top stitch all the way across. Grab your top pocket panel and do the same exact thing on the other side of the zipper, and make sure you have it exactly lined up with the bottom panel. Just like on the bottom panel, go ahead and fold that seam over and top stitch all the way across. Grab your main panel and lay your pocket panel on the main panel lined up with the bottom. And what you're going to do is mark it on top with chalk. Once you have those marks, you can go ahead and flip it right sides together with the top of that pocket panel lined up with those marks. And once you have it pinned into position, you can go ahead and sew on that top panel with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Flip that panel back down and top stitch along that top edge. Grab your back panel and place the right sides together with your front panel and pin it together. And we're going to be sewing these 2 edges. And before you start sewing, make sure that the zipper is moved in towards the center of the panels. Now that it's pinned and the zipper is moved in, go ahead and sew down that edge. And go ahead and repeat this process for the other side. And once you have it all sewn together, you can go ahead and snip those zipper ends off. At this point, you can flip the right side out. Grab the lining for your main panels, place the right sides together, and what you're going to do is sew those edges just like you did in the last step. Grab your 2 casings, and what you're going to do is hem the sides, so you can just fold them over about 1/4 inch, and what you're going to do, pin it together and sew those sides down. I recommend using a zigzag stitch, but you can use whatever stitch you want. And go ahead and repeat this for the other 3 sides. Now we're going to go ahead and fold it in half and sew just along the edge with a straight stitch. This is going to keep it all together and lined up, so that way it makes it easier to sew onto the bag. And go ahead and repeat this process for the other casing. Grab those two casings and just take one of them, and what we're gonna do is pin it exactly centered in the front of the main panel. And make sure that the bottom raw edge lines up with the top raw edge of the main panel. And we're gonna do the same thing for the back panel. And I like to check the sides to make sure that they're centered on both sides. Grab your lining and slide it over your front main panel, and you're gonna wanna keep the right sides together.
Toast with a song.
Once you have the side seams lined up, you can go ahead and pin it into position. Then go ahead and sew all the way around that top edge. From here, you can go ahead and flip that lining back to the inside of the bag and check out how everything looks. Make sure everything's sewn together and there's no holes. Now we're gonna top stitch along that entire top edge, so go ahead and make sure it's flat and sew all the way around that top edge. This is gonna add a little bit more strength at the top and make it look more professional. Grab your D-rings and two 3-inch pieces of your webbing. Feed your webbing through that D-ring, and we're gonna place these on the sides of the back panel. Try to get them as close as you can to the sides, about a 1/4 inch away from that seam, and make sure you only sew them onto your outer layer. And sew as close as you can to the bottom edge. This is just gonna secure them on so it's easier to install the bottom panel. Next, you wanna flip it inside out and separate the lining from the outer layer. Grab your bottom panel and mark the centers on the top and the sides. And it looks a little bit different from the beginning because I changed the size. This actually works way better than the bigger one. The bigger one didn't fit, but what you're gonna do is line it up with your sides and pin it on that bottom part. So the pattern actually comes with this size bottom. It's the correct bottom, not the one you saw in the beginning. And then go ahead and do the exact same thing for the lining. Go ahead and take it to your sewing machine and sew along that outside edge all the way around. And for the lining, sew all the way around and leave about a 4-inch gap because that's where you're gonna pull the entire bag through. And from that opening, go ahead and pull the right side out. This might take a few minutes. You just have to really work with it and push everything through that little hole. I like to check to make sure that everything is all sewn together. Sometimes you can miss little spots, so just make sure. And then once you are satisfied, go ahead and fold that inside hole over with right sides together and stitch across. This is going to seal up that inside bottom panel. Grab 2 yards of your webbing or your cord, whatever you decide to use, and what you're going to do is feed it through like a horseshoe, so feed it through one side and back to the other side. And I recommend using a hanger to push it through these casings. It's just a little bit easier. I didn't have one at the shop, so I just used scissors, but it does go through fairly easy. Then go ahead and pull it out and make sure that both sides are lined up evenly. Now we're gonna do the exact same thing, but on the opposite side. And there you have it, it cinches together super smooth. And that's why I like using the webbing. It just makes it super nice and a smooth cinch. Go ahead and grab your clip and feed it through one side of that webbing, and then just go ahead and place the webbings together and fold it over like an S so that way you have no raw edges showing. Then just stitch back and forth a few times, really securing it down. Then go ahead and repeat this process for the other strap. And there you have it, your drawstring bag is complete. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment, let us know what you think. We're gonna keep the videos coming at you, so we'll see you next time.